Welcome everyone to a very historic day here at the ballpark. It is Joyce Clark Middle School taking on Paul Huber Middle School for the Middle School Cochise County Softball Championship. It is Jeff Davenport, and this broadcast, of course, brought to you powered by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. With one out, there are two on for Paul Huber wearing their red jerseys and get hit by pitch. So the bases are now loaded with one out. As we start this game, this is a historic game for several reasons. Reason number one being that Joyce Clark Middle School, should they win this game and have a trophy, we're not sure where that trophy will go, because we're not sure about where Joyce Clark Middle School will go, because Joyce Clark Middle School is on the list to close at the end of this school year. So the question after that becomes, what happens to this team? How do they move forward? And them being able to focus and see what they've done over the course of this season has been nothing short of outstanding, as they have done some fantastic things to make this season possible. Jeff Davenport, Todd Ryan hanging out with you here inside the field right next to Hampton Field. Thanks to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. Thank you, Cody, back in the studio, taking care of us there. We're so glad that you're tuning in. If you're watching us from Douglas, make sure that you share this around to all the Douglas pages that are there in that neck of the woods. A lot of foul balls, a lot of activity swinging from Paul Huber. The Wolves starting off. Wolves versus Coyotes. Interestingly similar animals, Todd. And there's another foul ball. These girls are hanging in there. They didn't get to this championship by accident. It has been a heck of a season by the Coyotes, who are wearing their lavender with the white numbers on the back in the field right now. No scoreboard here, so we'll do our best to keep track of everything. That pitch went low. And we're doing our best to stay out of the way of everybody as we're literally on the field. There's a ground ball to short. They decide to throw all the way over to first. I don't think it's in time. It's not. One run will score. On the throw, another run will score. Now the third run coming into home plate is across. And it is 3-0 with only one out here in the top of the first. And it's time for the Coyotes to have a meeting of the minds at the mound. Well, it's not a mound, it's a circle. But you know what I mean, as a runner stands on second base. By the way, that's number 7, Mila, who ended up having that infield single on the overthrow. 3 runs came in. Elena will be up to bat next. And as Elena steps up to the plate with a runner on second. 3-0 here in the top of the first. Paul Huber getting off to an early lead in this middle school championship game. That's fouled back. A fastball was coming in hot. The pitcher for Joyce Clark is Haley, number 7. And that is up in the air. Haley will make the call and the catch. The second out of the inning. Runner holds at second base. And Amaya, number 14, will step up to the plate for Paul Huber. If you're watching us from Douglas, make sure you share this around, especially to all the Douglas pages that are so interested and fascinated by this beautiful game, and you weren't able to make it over here to Sierra Vista today for this 4:30 p.m. start. We're glad that you're joining us here on Cool FM Live. It's the award-winning Cool FM Sports, the original dynamic duo, hanging out with you here. Swing and a miss. Todd Ryan on the camera, Jeff Davenport on the call, just like the old days. Except we didn't have to drive halfway across the state. So this made it a lot easier. Thank you, Todd. And that is a swing and a miss. Goes into the mid of the catcher on a foul tip. And the strikeout, powered by SSVEC, will be the third out of the top of the first. Paul Huber will strand one, but not before three come across the bag, come across home plate, I should say. And it is 3-0. We'll see how Joyce Clark Middle School answers in the bottom of the first momentarily. Again, thank you for all of our sponsors making this coverage possible, particularly Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. They do a great job serving our community, and we're glad that they are powering our live stream sports coverage today. Thank you to TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. You can stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to our good friends over at Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. Jason and Heather Davis have pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. This game brought to you by Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out online at southernarizonaSHS.com or give Cameron a call. His phone number is in the post description. Thank you to Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, like covering this game, sponsoring this game, through veteran support and through community fundraising events. Visit desertrvcenter.com. And thank you to Berean Academy, one of the fantastic schools in Cochise County, on display, especially during the football season. Berean Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning over 4 decades. Offices in Tucson and on South Highway 92 in Hereford. Discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Number 13 is on the mound for this Paul Huber Middle School team, and that is Zoe. Zoe is the pitcher on the mound. She's taking her warm-up throws as the Wolfpack is just finishing warming up the players in the field. And we are ready to see Brylan leading off for JCMS. In their final year of existence, Joyce Clark Middle School, one of the 3 schools that I believe are being shut down. I'd have to tune into Cool FM Live to get all the answers on all those things. And we're looking forward to having a conversation with the interim superintendent, Terry Romo. That should be coming up soon. She had some family matters to deal with, or else we would have done it, I think, about a week or 2 ago. But she's been dealing with some family issues, and we wish her well in those things. But we will be talking to her very soon. The infield comes in to give Zoe some high fives as they give high fives all around. Zoe has the ball, and she will be ready for her opening pitch. Here in the bottom of the first, her team already has that 3-0 lead, but Brylan leading off for Joyce Clark Middle School. That pitch, fastball goes high, ball 1. The Coyotes of Joyce Clark Middle School wearing their lavender jerseys with the gray pants, the white numbers on the back of the jerseys, and Coyotes emblazoned across the front. It is the middle school championship, and Joyce Clark Middle School has put together a streak, a winning streak that has been insurmountable for the teams that they've faced this year. I don't know how many times that they've been down 3-0 as they haven't even gotten a chance to bat yet, but that's the scenario here. Paul Huber Middle School from Douglas, Arizona, where Douglas Days will be taking place this coming Friday and Saturday down at Raul Castro Park on 10th Street. Make sure you join the fun and festivities there. I'll be emceeing, and we'll bring you live coverage of the opening ceremonies as well as the bed races. You can't go wrong with those bed races, Todd. That's one of the most fun that you will ever see. I'll be covering that so Todd doesn't have to drive down there and do that. I'll be emceeing the bed races and showing them on Cool FM Live all at the same time.
Well, and don't forget, we got the Benson boys baseball semifinal game Friday at 4.
Yes, oh my gosh.
They'll play Saturday.
Which is unbelievable. They're playing in the Big Boys Stadium there. And a leadoff walk to Brylan. She will head to first base. Now number 13, Mia, will come into the batter's box. Zoe throws it low, and they throw it down to second base. Oh, the ball comes out. Boy, there might have been a chance to get a tag. Sophia E. was there as from the shortstop position to make the tag. The ball just slipped out. So ball one, 1-0 count, now 2-0 count. Brylan with a stolen base. Mia seeing her teammate in scoring position and hoping to knock her in. That goes in the dirt, 3-0. So the leadoff hitter is now on second base after the stolen base. The number 2 hitter takes a walk as well. 2 straight batters, 2 straight walks. And now the tying run comes to the plate for the Coyotes in the form of Haley. The pitcher herself can help her own cause here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, a lot of great sports action happening. We love covering all of the Cochise County teams and being able to cover this game here today with graphics, making it a game of the week style presentation. Hey, we highlight players of all ages here in Cochise County. We're proud to highlight our middle schoolers from Joyce Clark Middle School and Paul Huber Middle School. Oh, the catcher framed that one just right to get a called strike. So runners on first and second. Gets a piece of it, goes to the shortstop, tosses over to second, gets the force out there. So 1 down, runners will be on the corners. Ashlyn, number 12 for the Coyotes, in the cleanup hitter spot. She does represent that tying run as Paul Huber leads 3-0. The ball gets past the Paul Huber catcher, and the first run will come in for the Coyotes on a pass ball. It's 3-1. And Haley advanced from first to second. So runner on second, 1 down. A 3-1 score now. Ashlyn watches the 1-0, and that makes it 2-0 on the inside pitch from Zoe. Outfield playing pretty much straight up. The center fielder shading more toward the third base side. And that is a beautifully framed pitch. That catcher's doing a great job framing. So called strike. We're in the bottom of the first inning of the championship game. Oh, trying to frame that pitch again on the outside. Doesn't get it that time.
And I believe, Jeff, Joyce Clark Middle School has a 10-game winning streak going into this game.
Multiple game winning streak, something that has been insurmountable by their opponents. And again, how often during that streak have they been down 3-0? That's my question. So have they had to play from behind? Had they have to start from behind and then earn every run? But the tying run is now on first base as Emmy is in the batter's box and watches that called strike on Zoe's first pitch to Emmy. So runners on first and second in a 3-1 ball game. Gets a piece of it, and that goes into the dugout of Paul Huber. Thank you to the umpires for allowing us to emanate this broadcast from actually on the field. We're on the first base side. That's a ground ball that gets into right field. Will they wave the runner home? They do. And they push the runner to third base as well. Will they get her up and run her in? If they do, it's a tie ball game. And it is a tie game on a hit to right field. It's 3-all with a runner on second and 2 outs. Madison at the bat. She gets a piece of it. As that goes right into the Wolfpack dugout, bounces off the fence right next to them. Oh, it's 1 out, excuse me. I said 2 outs. There's only 1. Part of the problem of not having a scoreboard at these fields. They did such a great job building these fields, Todd, except I forgot one crucial thing. A thing that shows you what the score is. So runner on second, 3-all game. The go-ahead run standing on second base for the Coyotes of Joyce Clark Middle School. That pitch goes high. A lot of chatter coming from the JCMS dugout as the batter watches a strike called on the outside part of the plate. Zoe seems to be hitting the outside part actually very well. Madison swings and misses on the fastball, and that is the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I think this is the first time, Jeff, that we've been here on this field to even do a broadcast.
Delaney swings and misses on the first pitch by Zoe. I know that John and I came here one time to call a game that we were told was here, but it ended up being at a different location.
Okay. Sucks when that happens.
Yeah. I got here and I was like, okay, John, there's nobody here. Why would that be? Either we're very early, which I know we never are, or this game that we're trying to call is somewhere else. It ain't here. But I've been on this field, and we met with, this is the field where we met the home run queen. She was the home run derby queen, and we did an interview with her, and she showed us some home run swings, and that changeup going outside. All tied up at 3. Go-ahead run standing on second as Delaney waits the pitch from Zoe. Digs in and watches a called strike 3. So the Coyotes leave one on, but not before they get 3 runs across the plate. And it is 3-all as we head to the top of the second. Thank you so much for joining us, the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Todd Ryan on the camera, Jeff Davenport on the call. Brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. John and I were there earlier today, did a gift card giveaway at Ed Morse Nissan, checking out a brand new 2026 Nissan Rogue. The gift card has been given out, but the Rogue, I'm sure, is still there for people to test drive. And if you'd like to stop by and do that, make sure you stop by Ed Morse Nissan on Fry Boulevard. All of Cochise County, including down there in Douglas, is backed by Morse. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union with locations in Sierra Vista and in Douglas. ASCU is fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes, and they know that youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Don't forget locations in Sierra Vista and Douglas. The Doggo Lotto, the #1 shelter dog game show in the world. Had a great show last night. Every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, had a couple of new dogs get featured and haven't seen them before. They had never gotten a ball from the ball contraption that Doggo Lotto Dan built ever before, and they did fantastic. So make sure you fetch your lucky numbers. There were no winners of the jackpot. Oh, no, it was the Red Alert day. So there were 8 winners, 7 or 8 winners. Now I can't remember how many winners there were. There was quite a few there of the Red Alert. But this coming Monday, you definitely want to tune in. Fetch your lucky numbers at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. $3,000 in cash and prizes has been given away over the last few years. Actually, the last year, I should say. Year and 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. But check out Doggo Lotto every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors. You can see them in the post description. Mia M is at the plate and watches ball one go by. Off the arm of Haley on the mound for JCMS. Two and 0. It's been a long season. It all comes down to Championship Tuesday happening here. We had Championship Tuesday last week at the Sierra Vista Golf Center as we did the championship week of Smashers On. Be having a broadcast there starting at 7 o'clock tonight. Prime time from the Sierra Vista Golf Center. So stay tuned to Cool FM Live for that. And 3 balls, 1 strike as the ball ends up going into center field on the throw from the catcher back to the pitcher. Just giving the outfielders a little something to stay warm. Speaking of staying warm, boy, I'm so glad for the cloud cover here right now. It's 89 degrees, but it would be a heck of a lot warmer if there were no clouds. Swing and a miss. The strikeout by Haley, powered by SSVEC. The infield comes in to give their high fives and handshakes. As Aradetzi comes to the plate for Paul Huber. Tied up at 3, 1 down. And that's coming at us. Bouncing right in front of us. We'll let it go to the right fielder. Again, as we were on the field, my job is to protect the camera at all costs. That's what I signed up for. So Aradetzi in the hole, 0-1. And now 0-2 as that ball comes right at us. Good job by the right fielder, scooping that up, tossing it back in.
Well, I tell you, this 89 degrees feels a heck of a lot cooler than the 112 degrees.
Exactly, you were at 112.
Yesterday, covering the Wilcox game. Congratulations to the Wilcox girls softball team. I think she's trying to get us out here. She's definitely
they're coming
for
she's
us.
coming after us. Getting closer with every swing, by the way.
She is, yes.
Yep, Wilcox softball, 2A state champs. Congratulations to the entire team on their tremendous season. Now that's going into right field, over the head of the right fielder. Aradetzi will round first base. She will head into second and stop there. But a double, a one-out double by Aradetzi will take Paul Huber back to the top of the order. Well played, well done, hanging in there, and got that last hit fair. So Aaliyah will come to the plate. Swing and a miss by the left-hander. Time called. And now the third base coach wants to have a talk with Aaliyah.
Cochise County Middle School Championship. That's what we're calling it.
Yes.
But they technically played Nogales, which isn't Cochise County.
Right, it's just, Santa Cruz, but that's all right. Still counts. It's that division.
Yeah.
But between these two teams, it is the Cochise County Championship.
That's true.
Short grounder to second, scooped up, tossed over to first. Aradetzi will advance on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs, runner on third. In a 3-3 game, number 3, Sophia E. comes to the plate. Interesting that the leadoff hitter and the second batter are both left-handed. That goes up and comes down. Boy, it's funny how there is actually room for the catcher to get behind a fence that's blocking the dugout. There's actually room to squeeze in and make a catch should a foul ball get high enough there. The count is 0-1. And she watches strike 2 go by as she was trying to take maybe a running slap hit. Trying to attempt it, at least thinking about attempting it. There she is, and she gets it into right field. And just like that, the Paul Huber Wolfpack takes the lead. It's 4-3. As number 3, Sophia E. stands on first base, and time is called by the Coyotes. So Zoe, the pitcher, will be up to bat next. But in the meantime, the Coyotes know what's on the line here. This is the championship. There is no tomorrow. This is not best 2 out of 3. It is win and you get the trophy. Lose, you have the memories of playing in a championship game.
Well, and like you say, this is an historic game of sorts with the final sporting game for the Joyce Clark Middle School, as of course the school will be closing in the fall. And I guess the Joyce Clark Middle School boys is playing in the championship game, and I believe they're in Nogales, ironically, right now. And we'll see if they end up winning today as well.
Well, it shows the dominance of the sports powerhouse that is JCMS. So they're bringing in a new pitcher, Brylan. Number 2 is on the pitcher's circle, inside the pitcher's circle. And she's a left-handed pitcher. So that means Haley's day is done. In a 4-3 ball game, there will be a runner on first with 2 outs for Paul Huber here in the top of the 2nd inning.
And so far, Jeff, it appears that these two teams seem evenly matched up to this point.
Only a 1-run game here in the top of the 2nd. I completely agree. I think both teams might have met their match tonight. This might be the perfect championship game on paper. And we've seen it happen like that thus far. So Sophia on first, Zoe at the plate. And the home plate umpire calls time. As Brylan is ready for her first pitch, coming in relief, and it is a strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1 to Zoe. With 2 down, here in the top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss. Oh, that pitch in the dirt. Zoe couldn't hold up the swing. Some good chatter coming from all over the field that we can hear. The outfielders cheering on their pitcher as the runner goes. And they got her out. Sophia caught, stealing second is the 3rd out of the top of the 1st, which means that Zoe will start with a clean slate at the top of the 3rd. As we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning, we thank you for joining us on Championship Tuesday for the Cochise County Middle School Championship. 1 run came across for the Wolfpack of Paul Huber Middle School. They lead 4-3, and we'll see how JCMS answers in just a second. As we thank our sponsors like Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com and learn about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan, now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista. Just a little over a week ago, they had their employee give back day where every dollar that they made that day went to their employees. And Todd, did we hear how that did? Did they break the records?
It was over $13,000,
wow, that's
which was the 2nd highest compared to the first year. Remember the first year during COVID?
Right.
They just completely wiped it out with $18,000 that year.
But still, $13,000
But then it was
unbelievable.
Yeah, then it was like $11,000 and $12,000 the years after that. But then this year, over 13,000.
To be divided between those hourly employees at Vinny's. Of course, the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Proud to support our live stream sports coverage here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. And, you know, a little bit further down the road on East Fry Boulevard at Sonic of Sierra Vista. Hey, tomorrow's Wednesday, which means Wacky Pack Wednesday. Kids' meals are $2.49. And Thursday, get corn dogs for 99 cents.
And, Jeff, they have the Smashers meal deal all through the month of May. I forgot to put that in the message. They're $8.29. That includes drink, fries, and the Smashers burger. Then you can get tater tots as well if you want. But
for $8.29.
Yep.
Hey.
So, good deal.
A full meal, so you get your burger, you get your fries, and you get a drink.
Yep.
That's pretty good. I'm just writing that down right now. Smashers meal deal at Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years, but with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporter of our local sports programs and athletes. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate expert, Sherry Ethel, and her team. Her phone number is in the post description. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, the Bausinger family, also providing expert plumbing service for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. And you know who's also one call away? Your medical providers at Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, located in Douglas, where Paul Huber Middle School is located, as well as in Bisbee and on South Highway 92 in the Hereford-Palominas area. We're back to action here in the bottom of the second. The Coyotes of Joyce Clark Middle School down by 1. It's 4-3. As now Mila is pitching for Paul Huber. And that's a grounder to third, thrown over to first, and they get the out. That was Aaliyah. And Jules will be up next to bat, rounding out the bottom of the order for the Coyotes. So a new pitcher. And that's a grounder to first, right at the first baseman. Walks over, tags the bag. Excellent defense there by Elena. So 2 up, 2 down for Mila, the new pitcher. But Joyce Clark back to the top of their order as their relief pitcher, Brylan, steps into the left-handed side of the batter's box. It's not very often that you see leadoff hitters on each team both being left-handed. And we don't get to see a lot of lefties here in the non-high school age softball players, but it's great to see. And these young ladies, they look ready to go play softball for the Bulldogs in Douglas, ready to play softball for Buena, or whatever school they choose to go to around here.
Yeah, more choices now than ever, that's for sure.
Gets a piece of that. That goes off of the glove of the pitcher. She slips, trying to make the turn to throw. So Brylan is aboard with an infield single, a 2-out single. And Mia will have her second at-bat of this game. So they sent Brylan to steal second early, and now they send her again, and the throw goes over the heads. Will she take third base? No, she stays on second on the overthrow. She represents the tying run here in the 4-3 game here in the bottom of the second. That pitch was high, so it's a 1-0 count to Mia. Fouls it off. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Loving the chants coming from the Coyotes dugout. All the sound effects. And swing and a miss on the changeup, and that will mean the tying run will stay on the base paths for the Coyotes. We have finished 2, and it is 4-3. We'll head to the top of the third and see what Paul Huber does with that 1-run lead. Thank you so much to all of our sports sponsors in this coverage, powered by SSVEC and brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, the Trejo family and team. We'll always give you quality from the ground up. Hey, if you're looking for maybe spending a little bit less on your water bills this summertime, late spring, early summer, feels like early summer with the way the temperatures have been for sure, but you need a drip irrigation system. Let Grasshopper Landscaping come out, talk to you about putting in a drip irrigation system. That way you don't have to drag the hose everywhere. Or maybe you would like to have some artificial grass in your backyard. Never needs watering. The pets love it. Very pet friendly. Harley Doodleson Davenport on Instagram loves his grass out there in the backyard. I was the only client in the history of Grasshopper Landscaping where Damon had to tell me, Jeff, most people get grass for their dog. You're the only person I know who got a dog for your grass. And I said, yes, we did. So Harley is happy with his grass, and you will be as well when you choose Grasshopper Landscaping. Voted best landscaper and pool maintenance. Don't forget all the pool maintenance stuff going on, and it's swimming season. Swimming season is here. Make sure that you are swimming with Grasshopper Landscaping. Oh, it's the CMAC. Thank you. SEAMAC Championship. I like Cochise County Championship personally, Jared. I don't care what you say. No, I'm kidding, Jared. We love you.
So,
Thank you, Jared.
which makes sense, Southeast Arizona.
Yes, exactly.
Right. I thought maybe it might have been that, but I was just going by memory, and my memory doesn't serve me correct all the time. So, anyway.
So after the base runner was caught stealing to end the last inning, Zoe starts her at-bat, 0-1. Now 0-2 on the foul ball.
So this is an even bigger deal, Jeff. It's not just Cochise County. This is Southeast Arizona Middle School Championship.
It's a pretty big deal. I'm glad we get to call it here on Cool FM Live. Fouled back. Again, the bats have shown up for Douglas. They have been swinging, and they've been making contact. So, Zoe with that 0-2 count. Swings and misses on the pass ball, but the catcher gets it, throws it down to first base. One up, one down, and number 21, Katie, will come to the plate for Paul Huber Middle School. Paul Huber there, we've covered many things at Paul Huber. They do like a Folklorico Mariachi festival every year at Paul Huber Middle School. We've gone down to cover that. Just fantastic folks. And again, Douglas Day is happening this weekend, celebrating America 250 and Douglas 125. Happening this Friday and Saturday. Be a part of the history, the legacy, celebrating Douglas's past, present, and future at Douglas Days. Strike one to Katie. Off the arm of Brylan. And that is a sharp shot down. The first baseline just foul. That'll head back behind me as the Coyotes right fielder gets to it, overthrows the cutoff. But they get it back to the pitcher. Nobody on. No harm, but a foul ball. 0-2. A short chopper goes foul.
And Jeff, don't forget, you can catch our broadcasts, all of our sports broadcasts and our archived sports games on our Cool FM YouTube channel at Cool FM Live as well.
Always a good reminder to all those people who follow. There's a strikeout powered by SSVEC. 2 down. Brylan finding her rhythm. Of course, with all the followers, the 67,000 followers strong on Cool FM Live, we would love to have you following the YouTube channel as well. This game is actually emanating from the YouTube channel and being shared to the Cool FM Live Facebook page. Beautiful breaking pitch called strike, 0-1.
Well, what's interesting, Jeff, is what's been happening is, believe it or not, much of the time we have more subscribers on our YouTube page following the games that we do air than on the Facebook page.
Amazing. Well, you can see it all on YouTube. That's foul tip. Yeah, definitely glad we're on this side of the field because the sun, I mean, if we were looking at it from the third base side, which is usually the side that we like to broadcast from, the sun would just be bearing down on the lens of the camera right now. And that is a strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. we'll head to the bottom of the third and see if the Coyotes of Joyce Clark Middle School can tie this game. They're down by 1. It is 4-3. Thank you to La Sierra Grill Steakhouse out in Hereford, supporting all of our fine athletes and teams. Hey, don't forget, they're open for lunch specials now, Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, visit LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net, where flavor lives. It's almost where Todd Ryan lives. Todd eats there a lot and loves La Sierra Grill. What's your go-to meal out there?
New York strip steak and lobster.
Oh, what? What?
I mean, unfortunately, I go for the more expensive meal, but the next one is.
You have caviar tastes, my friend.
I do.
Look how far you've come. When you and I first started hanging out, you'd be grateful for a bottle of water.
Bean burrito. But now, and also, by the way, the carne asada, Jeff, is to die for. They marinate that carne asada for like 72 hours.
Whoa.
And you can tell it.
That's darn near 3 days.
Yeah. So, very good. Over there at La Sierra Grill Steakhouse. You got to go there, check it out.
Well, it is where flavor lives. And
have you taken Leah out there?
No, I haven't. I need to go do that.
Definitely.
Yeah, certainly do. But thank you so much to all of our sports sponsors, also including TWN Communications, delivering that high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. You can always stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Getting more comments here. Oh, Chewy Duarte saying hi, Jeff. Chewy, good to see you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as we are live on the Cool FM Live Facebook page. Make sure you check us out on YouTube as well. That is where you can see these archived games. Unfortunately, Meta does not keep these videos up forever, so we archive them over to the YouTube page where they are going to be there forever, as long as the Google machine does that for us and keeps it there.
And Chewy helped us broadcast the Douglas baseball game when it was in Douglas the last time.
That's right.
And he did a great job. That was his first baseball broadcast with Cool FM Live because unfortunately you couldn't make it that day. You had some things going on.
Previous obligations.
But he did great.
That's awesome. We love having the Cool F empire continue to expand. So Mila stays on the mound for Paul Huber. It's number 7 versus number 7. Haley, the starting pitcher for the Coyotes, who pitched her 1 inning. Unfortunately, gave up 3 runs. But she's also number 7, so 7s are wild at the moment. Haley bats that one to the backstop. The chants continue. Coyotes down by 1. Here in the bottom of the third, that ball high up in the air and shading over, making the catch. Great job by the first baseman for Paul Huber. Elena. 1 up, 1 down. And number 1-2, Ashland steps up to the plate. That's a big liner to center field, and right at the center fielder makes the catch. Aaliyah in center field. She barely even had to move. That ball could not have been placed to her any closer. Maybe took 1 step back and made the snag. 2 up, 2 down. Pitchers on both sides starting to hit their stride as Emmy takes her at bat here in the bottom of the third. Her team down by 1. That's coming at us, bouncing in front of us. So the 1 strike count to Emmy. This Joyce Clark Middle School team. There will not be a Joyce Clark Middle School team next year, as that school is closing after the school year. One of 3 different schools in the Sierra Vista Unified School District that are closing. And again, looking forward to having a word with the interim Sierra Vista Unified School District Superintendent, Terry Romo. I saw her last weekend at an event celebrating teachers. It was the Teacher of the Year, and that was a really bad pitch to swing at. Emmy couldn't resist that high breaking pitch, was looking to send it sailing. Instead, ends up whiffing. Strike 3. We'll talk more about that Teacher of the Year ceremony because I got to do an interview with the person who was voted Teacher of the Year from the Douglas Unified School District. The Cochise County Teacher of the Year resides in the DUSD. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in just a second, but thank you to our sponsors like Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Jason and Heather Davis, good friends of Cool FM Live, and people who support a lot of things in this community, pioneering that visionary approach of customer-centric service. You can find them at prestigesierravista.com. Thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. We could use a little portable cooler from them. Could have used it definitely when it was 112 in Phoenix for you, and 102 for me on Friday. So it just continued warming up there, Todd. It just got unbearable. So of the 2 days that or 3 days that you were there, I guess I picked the right one. So
yes, you did.
Yeah, 102, and I was still whining about that. But nonetheless, Vista Pros will keep it that perfect temperature for you in your home, in your business, all year round. Find that comfort that you are looking for from Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They always show up ready to exceed expectations. Find them online at Southern Arizona, shs.com, or give Cameron a call. His number is in the post description. So, top of the fourth inning, a 4-3 game. Elena, after making that catch in center field, she will lead off here in the top of the fourth as the sun gets tucked in behind some clouds. Brylan, the left-hander on the mound for the Coyotes of Joyce Clark, swing and a miss. Such great chants coming from the Paul Huber side. That'll go up and over the little backstop there. Bring it back, get a snack. There's no snack shack here. How dare there not be a snack shack for us? At least there is, but it's just not open. The concessions are not open here today. Soft hit to shortstop, caught. One up, one down.
Yeah, and soon we'll be covering Jeff Moore Little League games.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that season is,
into that realm of things.
They're underway, and it won't be long before we're seeing the championship games there at all the different age levels.
Yep.
Amaya up to bat now, and she ropes one into center field. Center fielder going over, making the snag. Back-to-back innings with center fielders on display. What a fantastic catch by number 1 Madison in center field for the Coyotes. 2 down. And Mia M. comes to the batter's box. That sun sneaking back out again. Went behind a cloud just for a second. Paul Huber with a 4-3 lead here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss, but boy, the pitchers have really been on lockdown since that first inning. It was 3-3 after the first inning, 4-3 after the second. It stayed that same way, same score for the better part of the last 8 outs after that fourth run scored by Paul Huber. Mia awaits the pitch from Brylan. In this CMAC championship. That's not the letter C, it is SEA, Southeastern Arizona. And that is strike 2. Watching that one go by, Brylan finding her mark from the circle.
And if anybody has an update on the boys' championship game for middle school.
And that is a called strike 3, powered by SSVEC. So 3 up, 3 down. Great defense put together by the Coyotes. We'll see what their offense can do in the bottom of the fourth in a game presented by SSVEC brought to you by Desert RV. Jeff Rose and his team out there at Desert RV, of course, building a community that far surpasses RVs. But if you are in the market for an RV, a fifth wheel, a travel trailer, or any sort of recreational vehicle, make sure that you stop by Desert RV in Wichita City. Thank you to Berean Academy. 2 of the last 3 state championship football trophies are in the trophy case of Berean Academy from the Canyon Athletic Association, and there's a reason why. That's where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage at Berean Academy in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Stan Greer Millwork, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows, with that amazing history over 40 years providing that. I have the Stan Greer doors and windows in my home, and you will love them as well. Milgard windows, these gorgeous doors that they can customize for you and your house. Make sure your house is energy efficient. The best way to do that is with doors and windows. That air can kind of seep out and creep out, and you got to make sure that it stays, all that cold air this summer stays indoors, and that is going to be because of Stan Greer Millworks' doors and windows. Visit them online at stangreermillworks.com. Thank you to the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Again, this morning we got to give away a $50 Visa gift card to Lorena. Was watching, and she won the $50 gift card picked by the salesperson at Ed Morse Nissan, where we had our Vehicle of the Week segment earlier today. You can go back and watch that. You can't win the $50 gift card. That's already been taken. But you can go back and see that gorgeous Nissan Rogue SUV had a surprising third row, a disappearing third row that actually goes into the vehicle. It's absolutely crazy. But stop by any of the Ed Morse dealerships for the best deal on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. A bunt being shown. The pitcher comes, makes the toss. Fantastic defense. That has been these last 2 innings. The defense has shown through. And Mila coming off the mound or outside the circle to pick up that grounder. Grounder was off the bat of, I'm trying to find who that was. There's another ground ball to the pitcher, tossed over to first by number 15, who is not listed on the starting lineup for JCMS. So 2 down, just like that. The sun bearing down on the faces of the third baseman, the shortstop, the left fielder. So any hits or fly balls out that way could be trouble. Swing and a miss. Number 4, that should be Aaliyah. Breaking pitch. Wow. Catcher tried to frame that. Fouled back. It is Aaliyah at the plate versus Mila on the mound. Soft fly ball to third base, caught. 3 up, 3 down. Just when we thought it was going to be a crazy offensive showcase, the pitching has stepped up, and the score stays Paul Huber 4, JCMS, Joyce Clark Middle School 3. And we will head, I believe, to the top of the 5th inning. This game is flying by now. Probably better double check that this is the 5th inning. I don't know. It seems like it's flying by too quickly. I'm going to come in front of the camera here and grab my water. It was in the wrong spots. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a nail biter.
A 1-run game. But this is what you want. The Cochise County Middle School, or CMAC, championship to be. This is exactly the kind of competition that these young ladies have stepped up to and faced all season long. And this game brought to you by American Southwest Credit Union. Hey, how ironic. We've got 2 teams on this field, one from Sierra Vista, one from Douglas. Guess what? ASCU has locations in Sierra Vista and in Douglas. American Southwest Credit Union. They are fired up to cheer on their hometown athletes, whether they are from Douglas or from Sierra Vista. They're having their ribbon cutting for their new location up in Thatcher coming up this Friday. So that's going to be very exciting for them as they continue to expand across eastern Arizona now, up in Graham and Greenlee County. So maybe you're watching us from that neck of the woods. There is now an American Southwest Credit Union there, where your money will stay local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Artadetsi, who ended up having that big double, gave her team the 4-3 lead. Watch as a called strike on the breaking pitch by Brylan. She is the bottom of the order. Aaliyah, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle. And that is a called strike 3 on the fastball. The infield will come together to give high fives. One down. And Aaliyah will come to the plate here in the 5th. Gets a piece of that. It was a breaking pitch that was a little high out of the zone.
Got a score update from Jared. Desert Shadows is leading Joyce Clark Middle School boys 7-1. Jared, can you tell us what inning that is in? But right now, Desert Shadows in the lead.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, the pitching has just turned to on point, and the defense has come through. Amazing fly ball outs by the outfield on both teams. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the outside, breaking pitch. 2 down as Sophia E., number 3, comes to the plate. They make the pitch call from the dugout. That's going to be a called strike. Beautiful pitch. Brylan is rocking it for the JCMS Coyotes, but her team's still down by 1. There's a slap hit toward third, and I believe she ran it out safe. Sophia is aboard. A 2-out infield single. And now it's Zoe's turn. Zoe was the starting pitcher. Got in a couple of innings before she was replaced. That was a called strike. Interesting position. From over here, it looked a little high, maybe a little outside, but the home plate umpire has a better view than we do. There's 2 umpires on the field. Sophia on first, 2 down. And there's a ground ball, and that's going to get into center field. So back-to-back singles with 2 outs. We'll bring up Katie, number 21. So Paul Huber looking for a 2-out rally to add to their 4-3 lead here in the top of the 5th. And she gets a piece of it, goes over to third base, and the bobble at third off the glove. The hot corner, the ball was sizzling as it bounced off the heel of the glove, and the bases are now loaded for Mila, the current pitcher. She can help her own cause with 2 down and the bases loaded for Paul Huber. Just as we were talking about the pitching and the defense coming through, quicker than a hiccup with 2 outs. The bases juiced. Mila with a long fly ball to center field. That's going to go over the head of the center fielder. 1 run will score. A 2nd run will score. The 3rd run will come around as Mila gets a triple. It all started with a 2-out infield single. And now, after those 3 runs, that makes it 7-3. And so they will question the call on third. Either way, whether Mila is determined safe or out, and she is safe. Getting a stand-up triple. Had she slid, there would have been no question. Instead, she went standing up. But the bases were cleared on her hit. That was a bomb, an absolute drive. Swing and a miss by Elena. With a runner on third. A 7-3 lead now by Paul Huber. Swing and a miss. Wind up, the pitch goes high and away. A fastball from Brylan. Elena waits. That goes inside. And inside called strike 3. She almost backed away from the plate, but that was called strike 3. So Paul Huber will leave 1, but not before 3 come across home plate to give Paul Huber a 7-3 lead over Joyce Clark Middle School here in the CMAC championship game. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Thank you to our sponsors, Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show here on Cool FM Live. A red alert day yesterday. Go back and watch that episode. You were seeing new dogs never before seen on Doggo Lotto, and they've never been in contact with the ball dropper. And it was a lot of fun to see the new dogs out there. And of course, they are available for adoption at the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. So be sure to see them. So that was the top of the 5th, right? You're in the bottom of the 5th now? Or are we in the 4th? 4th or the 5th? Yeah, this is the bottom of the 4th or 5th? 5th, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm just making sure, thank you. So it is the bottom of the 5th here. And thank you to the Doggo Lotto. Oh, slipped right by me, sorry about that. $3,000 in cash and prizes given away so far on the Doggo Lotto after 1 year and a couple of weeks of that show being in existence. But the most impressive number are the number of dogs that have been adopted because of the Cool F Empire watching, reacting, and helping those dogs find their forever home. Thank you to Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Experience that fiber difference. Become a fiber fan today, now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you to the amazing folks at Sierra Toyota. Right now, Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car or truck or SUV. You can get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. That was my experience when I traded in my red RAV4 Hybrid Limited. And they gave us the exact price that we wanted, and you will find that same experience when you go to Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you again to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road, over 4.5 decades with the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches. Chip and the entire team ready to serve you tonight on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista. Bottom of the 5th, a 7-3 lead in this championship. Boy, that was the perfect bunt, but the catcher coming up out of the catching position, getting to that ball so fast.
Wow, what a throw by her too as well.
That defense, yeah, the throw was just gorgeous, perfect in line. And now we're back to the top of the order as Brylan, with 1 down, steps into the batter's box to face her pitching counterpart, Mila. And there's a grounder that's going to second, picked up. Oh, the throw goes high. Brylan will head into second and stand up. So with 1 out, there is hope left yet for Joyce Clark Middle School here in the CMAC Championship, as Mia comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position. This game, about 1 hour old. 5 1/3 innings in. That pitch goes high, ball one. Thank you again to all of our sports sponsors all year long, hanging with us and making this coverage possible. And if you would like to be a sports sponsor, maybe your business would like to partner alongside Todd Ryan and what he's done here with this incredible platform called Cool FM Live, taking this area by storm. This was not an overnight success. People think it's an overnight success, but Todd took us to the core, building, clawing, scratching, to create this empire that is now known as Cool FM Live. And it has been a joy watching my best friend, literally the world, and highlighting our athletes, which we absolutely love doing. Mia at the plate for JCMS. Her team down by 4. A runner on second with 1 out. Lined up in the pitch. That goes low, ball 4. So 1 out walk. Puts runners on first and second and brings Haley up. Haley was the starting pitcher. Pitched the first inning for the Coyotes of Joyce Clark Middle School. And she gets a drive that goes, just off the glove of the shortstop, but still enough time to get the force out at second for the second out of the inning. The runner had to hold. There was no choice and no chance that once that ball fell, I think she could have gotten a double play too, actually, because the runner was off the bag so far from second. Brylan was halfway down to third. Could have been an inning-ending double play. Instead, the inning continues. Runners on the corners. And a big swing by Ashlyn. Swing and a miss as the third base coach comes to talk to Ashlyn. And again, if you're watching us on the Facebook platform, make sure you check out the YouTube. Free to subscribe to the Cool FM YouTube channel, YouTube page, and that's where you'll find all of our games archived.
And make sure you comment in the chat. Let us know who your favorite team, your favorite player is.
Absolutely. And that is a line drive into left field. Gets past the left fielder. 1 run will score. It's 7-4. Another run will come across. It's 7-5. Will they go for an inside the park home run? They do. It is an inside the park home run. A 3-run homer makes it a 1-run game.
Wow.
Ashlyn with a big drive. The ball getting past the left fielder and an inside the park dinger with 2 outs. Makes it 7-6. We're back to a 1-run game in the CMAC Championship. The middle schoolers trying to determine who wants it more. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the bats coming alive for the Coyotes.
I didn't think she was. I thought she was going to stay at third, but they're playing aggressive, getting that run in, and she got home.
As the bases are cleared, Emmy steps up to the plate. Another grounder over to short, long throw, comes off the bag. Emmy is safe at first. So a 2-out infield single. If that throw was a little bit lower, it would have been a much closer play. Possibly could have been an out. And now the defense will have to come to the circle, and the coach of Paul Huber Middle School to talk to the infield, let them know what they need to do. Just take a beat, take a breath. When things fall apart like this quickly, you got to sometimes push that pause button and let everybody catch their breath and then focus to try to get that next out. While they're catching their breath, we'll take a moment to say thank you to Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Wacky Pack Wednesday. Meals are just $2.49. Thursday, 99-cent corn dogs and Smashers meal deals. $8.29 going on right now at Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Emmy on first base. She represents the tying run in this game. With 2 outs, swing and a miss by Madison. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is a grounder to first. Gets underneath the bag of the glove of the first baseman, and a massive collision at first. Ooh. And they got to call time. They've got to call time. Yeah, that's what they do. They call time as Madison was there was a big time collision. And why don't we take the camera off of her just for a moment. And as the coaching staff from JCMS comes over to have a chat with her, but it looked like she was a wide receiver as she steps up. She looked like a wide receiver coming up into a route, and then a defensive back just winding up and getting a big hit. It was a gnarly collision.
Well, she was wearing a helmet too, which helps.
But she was safe at first. So, I believe there are 2 outs. I know it is the bottom of the 5th. I know it is a 1-run game. The tying run, 60 feet away. I think I said Miley is the batter's name. Number 15, not listed on the depth chart here. As that ball goes to the backstop, 0-1. Runners on the corners. And the tying run, 60 feet away. That pitch goes high. Good job by the Paul Huber catcher to get up and make sure that ball does not go behind her. We're right along the Martin Luther King bypass here in Sierra Vista. Stone's throw from... And that will make it a tie game. The ball goes underneath the Paul Huber glove all the way out in right field. JCMS takes the lead as a runner scores. It is back-to-back triples. Almost back-to-back triples. And time is called. I don't know if they are calling time. I don't know exactly what happened there. But they have taken a 1-run lead. It is now 8-7.
I don't know what happened.
It is 8-7 JCMS. Their first lead of this game comes in the bottom of the 5th. We are moving to the top of the 6th. I don't know if there's a run rule, a run limit, or a batting limit. That's something that Jared could answer. I don't know.
I wonder if we can ask him.
There was not a force out.
And maybe ask him, interview him or something.
Yeah, let's go find out.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Let's go see what happens. I still got my mic so they can hear me and hear me talking. This is what we do. If we need an answer here. Hey, Blue, so what happened with that?
With what?
There wasn't an out, was there?
No, it was 4 runs. All you get in an inning.
Oh, 4 runs is the max.
was already on third. That last one didn't win the match.
So the other one doesn't count.
No,
so it's a tie game now.
Tie game.
So it's okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Top of the 6th, tie game. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. What's that?
You're only allowed to have 4 runs.
Exactly, yeah, only 4 runs. So the second run didn't count. So it's now, I don't understand that. 4 runs and that's crazy, isn't that? That's nuts. I don't get it. Either way, seriously. So 4 runs in the inning is the rule. And that means because they scored 4 runs, we are all knotted up. It is 8-all.
Now this seems to be a strange rule to me. Only 4-run limit.
it's got to be for mercy rule. It's got to be like a mercy style thing
But 4
per
runs
inning.
isn't that much.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't seem like it. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I could see
a 10 run.
double that, maybe.
Yeah, or something. Obviously 10 runs being a limit, but 4 is the limit. Now you can see the coaches coming together just to discuss there with the home plate umpire to make sure everything is hunky-dory heading into the top of the 6th, and it is all knotted up.
Well, I'm sure the board of the Southeast Arizona, what is it, CMAC?
CMAC, yeah, whatever that stands for.
Made that decision, and they have their reasons. But I don't know, it just seems like not very many runs for a limit in an inning. It should be higher than that at least.
Well, the fans here are not happy with that rule. I don't necessarily blame them, but now it's Douglas's chance to retake the lead with Amaya leading off here in the top of the 6th.
And we're all tied up, you say?
Yep. Crazy 8s. It's 8-all.
Wow. Makes no sense to me.
There is a drive into left field, and now the defense, the left fielder, all the outfielders have to make sure the ball does not get past them. You've seen what happens when the ball slips past the outfielder, underneath the glove, over their head. The extra base hits can cause some serious damage. Now Mia at bat with Amaya on first, no outs. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking pitch by Brylan. Brylan took over in the 2nd inning, and she has not looked back. She's had a couple of solid innings, but the bats came alive for Paul Huber, and that was a called strike 3. It's 1 down. Now number 5, Audrina, taking her first at-bat here.
Well, I'm glad you went to clarify, Jeff, because we never would have guessed that.
No, 4, yeah, it just seems like I could see, 5 seems more like a nice round number, but I guess in baseball or softball, 4 is the round number because, grand slam, 4 runs. But that means you could load up the base at a grand slam with no outs, and then your inning is over. That's kind of a bummer.
I'm thinking that they did the 4-run rule limit to prevent scores from getting too high. Maybe there's certain teams that aren't as good as others.
Yeah, but that's a called strike 3, 2 down. But I think that's what the 10-run mercy rule is for, or the 15-run mercy rule in 4 innings.
Sure.
So not an inning mercy rule, but like in the inning itself. Aaliyah, the leadoff hitter, swings and misses on the breaking pitch. Boy, you can see Brylan on the mound. She cocked her knee up and was like, yes! You could see that. She knew that was the perfect pitch to throw to Aaliyah. Lefty versus lefty. And that's coming our way. Heads up, heads up, heads up! Bring it back, get a snack? No? Well, I know. I'm still complaining about that. It's a championship game. Swing and a miss. This game remains tied at 8-all. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. These games are 7 innings, right? Just making sure. Okay, just making sure. So, bottom of the 6th. All tied up. What a crazy game. My goodness. Brought to you by Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County residential and commercial plumbing projects. 10 plus years, but a lifetime of experience in the industry. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, looking to buy or sell your home or land. Make your first call to the Sherry Ethel team. Her number's in the post description. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, the Balsinger family, operating in Cochise County for 50 years. For everything from leaks to major repairs, just one call away. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital, with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, and in the Hereford-Palominas area. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, Damon, Marie, the Trejo family and team. Always taking care of our landscaping needs, voted the best of Sierra Vista for every single year that they've been in business, as well as for pool maintenance. Spring swim season is here. It's time to get in that pool and make sure you have Grasshopper Landscaping taking care of your pool maintenance. Todd.
Now, Cody says he has it at 7-7. Can we double check on that?
Oh, yeah,
Can we double check on that?
Yeah, oh no, that is because it was 7-3. Yes, 7-7. Thank you. It's not 8-8. It's crazy
Cody?
sevens.
Sorry about that, Cody. So it is
My bad, Cody.
7-7.
Yes. Thank you.
You are correct. Sorry to ever
And
doubt
we're in
you,
the
Cody.
bottom of the 6th in a tie game, 7-all. Brought to you by La Sierra Grill Steakhouse. Todd loves his T-bone and lobster out there at La Sierra Grill in Hereford.
Medium rare.
Okay, okay. That's
you
always
a
the
medium
choice.
rare guy?
Oh, of course. Walk it through a warm room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. La Sierra Grill Steakhouse.net, where flavor lives. Now open for lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Thank you to SSVEC powering our live stream sports coverage here today. TWN Communications, where you'll find that high-speed, affordable, reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration for all your remodeling projects, restoration projects in your home or your office. Jason and Heather Davis, just one call away, and online at prestigesierravista.com.
It is.
Bottom of the 6th, tied up at 7. So just when I thought they took the lead 8-7, that's why I thought it was 8s, because it was 8-7, but then it wasn't, and I just kept 8s in my mind that it was 8-8, and instead it was 7-7.
Well, and like you say, it's confusing because we didn't know that there was this 4-run limit per inning in this particular league.
And that bunt's gone foul.
I will say this, for the playoffs, they should at least consider,
Revising that.
revising the rule when you get into the playoffs. At least do that.
Regular season makes sense. But for a game like this, and there's another kind of check swing, almost a check bunt by Aaliyah.
Especially when the two teams are so evenly matched, seemingly, and they're kind of scoring the same amount of runs.
Really? The exact same amount.
Well, yeah.
Literally.
Well, yeah, right now, just not kind of. Right.
Change up by Mila goes high. Almost like an Ephus pitch. So Aaliyah with a 2-strike count. Fastball goes high. A lot of chatter coming from JCMS. Wearing their lavender, representing the Coyotes, howling. And she runs the count full after being behind 0-2. Aaliyah, a 3-2 count from Mila. The payoff pitch goes low, and that is ball 4. Number 4 is aboard. The go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th stands on first base with no outs. And the entire infield for Paul Huber comes in to have a chat. The outfield knows the ball cannot get behind them. They seem to be playing a little bit deeper in center field and left field right now, as every single run will matter. And if JCMS happens to take the lead, they will have to hold on to it. So Chewy, thank you so much for the explanation. By allowing 4 runs per inning, you're assured to play 4 innings per game, where there is a 15-run rule after 3 and 10-run after 4. Interesting. So that just ensures, the ball ends up getting thrown by the catcher right into the breadbasket of Aaliyah as she was diving back into first base. But Jules is at the plate for the Coyotes. Thank you for the explanation, Chewy. Appreciate that.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of uneven teams. There must be
That's what it's got to be. What's going on?
Yeah.
How are you?
Hey there. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Great to see you. Great game here.
It is.
And there's a chopper to third. No, gets past the third baseman, ricochets off the glove of the third baseman to the shortstop. Runners now on first and second with no outs. And they're back to the top of the order. Brylan, the pitcher extraordinaire, who is so pumped up inside the circle just a few moments ago, will now have her turn with a bat in hand. That goes low and away. 2 on, no outs. Number 2 at the plate. She's had a heck of a game and definitely seems to be the fire starter for this team. She gets a piece of it. Shading foul, just out of reach, excuse me, by the Paul Huber third baseman.
Now, apparently Paul Hughes has chimed in, and Chewy did agree. The only mercy rule in this league is 10 runs after 5.
Okay.
So thanks, Paul. Appreciate that.
I think technically a 4-run per inning is a mercy rule, honestly.
Well,
I think that's a mercy rule of sorts.
yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they're doing it differently than at least what I've seen it done.
But we are all tied up. 2 on, no outs. Bottom of the 6th, Brylan. Lefty at the plate. Watches that go inside, called strike. And that was strike 3. Oh my goodness. She watched it go low. So that strikeout powered by SSVEC. Mila stepping up with 2 on. And Mia at the plate. It's Mila versus Mia. Here in the bottom of the 6th of a tie game, 7-all. Middle school championship, the CMAC championship. 2 very proud middle schools. Real forces of nature in their communities. Sadly, the Joyce Clark name will be retired after the end of this year, as Joyce Clark Middle School will be closing in Sierra Vista. Paul Huber will stay strong in the DUSD.
You know, it makes you wonder what the Joyce Clark Middle School girls team is thinking today, knowing that this is their last time together as a team.
As a Joyce Clark team,
And
yes.
students, for that matter.
Well, some of them could be together next, in the next spring for whatever the school is that they play for. They could still come together, but under this Coyotes name, it all ends in just a few weeks with the 8th grade graduation. That is fouled away.
Well, and the likelihood that all of them will end up at the same school, I mean...
Well, but I mean, the 7th graders coming back for 8th grade and stuff. I mean, there are a certain amount that will be together.
Oh, yeah.
But it won't be this team that had the 10 wins, 11 wins.
Well, it definitely coming down to the wire.
With 1 out, 2 on. Go-ahead run for JCMS. Stands on second. As there's some confusion between the third base coach and the umpire standing over there on the third base line. The windup, the pitch. That goes outside. Ball 4. Bases are loaded with 1 out. And Haley will come to the plate. In the on-deck circle, Ashlyn, who had that 3-run inside the park home run earlier in this game to bring life back into the Coyotes. They're saying she's out on third. The lead runner is out because she didn't step back on the bag.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a heartbreaking one.
So now the go-ahead run stands on second. Popped up into right. The right fielder comes underneath it, makes the catch for the third. Is that the second out or third out? That is the third out, yeah. Great job by the outfielder here. Paul Huber, outfielder, number 15 in right field. That's Mia. Made the out. So pitching out of a jam. Todd, the bases were loaded with one out.
Unbelievable.
And then the throw out at third for the second out.
Just when I thought things were going to line up for the Coyotes, Paul Huber Middle School puts a stop to that.
That Paul Huber defense stepped up when they needed to, and they will head to their what could be their final at-bats in this game. We go to the top of the seventh in a game presented by SSPEC, brought to you by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional seniors helping seniors at Southern Arizona, SHS.com. Desert RV in Huachuca City at DesertRVCenter.com. Berean Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination takes center stage. Stan Greer Millworks at StanGreerMillworks.com. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. The Ed Morse Automotive Group. All of Cochise County, Sierra Vista, and Douglas is backed by Morse. American Southwest Credit Union with locations in, if you're watching us from Douglas, you know ASCU is right there. And got a great building, great location there in Douglas, and of course here in Sierra Vista on Fry Boulevard. Member NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show, every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, here on Cool FM Live. Had the Red Alert Day yesterday. A lot of winners for the Red Alert Day. Thank you to Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Top of the seventh. Sophia, leading off the top of the seventh. She is the #2 hitter for her team. And Brylan, every single throw that she is making is just full of energy. She's putting her knee up like what you see Ray Lewis used to do when he stepped on the field. And that is going to be a slap hit, pop fly to short, 1 out. Zoe, the starting pitcher for Paul Huber, will have her at bat now. A windup. Low. Ball 1. 1 down, nobody on. Tie game. 7-all. A championship game for the ages. Both teams should be extremely proud of their seasons to get to this point. But only one will come away with that CMAC trophy. That is rifled into left field. If it stays fair, it is. Extra bases. Coming for Zoe. She heads to third. 1 out. Go ahead run on third in the top of the seventh for Paul Huber. Katie with a runner on third, checks her swing, called strike. The infield playing normally. They're not playing in to try to get the run at home. Now they kind of come in, and the ball gets past the third baseman. The go-ahead run is in. Katie heads to second, as it is now 8-7, Paul Huber. Called strike to number 7, Mila, who's done a tremendous job pitching out of a jam in that last inning. And should she be the pitcher to take the mound or take the circle in the bottom of the seventh, her team will have a 1-run lead, at least. That's another chopper to short. Gets past the shortstop into center field. Another run scores. It's 9-7, Paul Huber. the defense of the infield when it was holding up so well for the Coyotes. Starting to see cracks in the foundation. It's a 2-run lead. Getting that cushion is huge for Paul Huber.
Yeah, and you could see that was a shortstop, right, Jeff, that missed that?
It was, yeah.
You could see her disappointment on her face big time. She was just so upset about that, and I don't blame her.
But sometimes when this ball, we got a ball in the field. Got a ball in the field. There we go. They'll come over and get that. So these infields, there's no grass to cut down the speed of the ball coming at you. And sometimes there can be a rock. Like even where we're standing, there's rocks. There could be a rock there and it just hits in the wrong spot. There's a bunt, that goes foul.
Well, and that's a good point too, you're right.
So the ball could get deflected just off of the dirt being a certain way, or a tiny rock or a larger stone.
And then the ball will just spin another,
it'll carry them in a different direction.
Right. Yep, that's true.
Oh, sorry, that's about there.
So 1 out, 1 on. High fly ball to left field. Getting underneath it, making the catch. Runner will go back to first. That was a heck of a fly ball by Elena. Man, she drove that thing almost as far as you could. Now Amaya will come to the plate with 2 outs. A runner on first. That goes in the dirt. Mila will take off, get to second, sliding in safe. Time called, she'll stand up. So, and that is a foul tip off the bat and then the mask of the catcher. Paul Huber with a 2-run lead in the top of the 7th.
Well, it's not like Joyce Clark Middle School can't come back, because we've seen them do it.
Yeah, we've seen them score 4 runs in an inning, so. Ball bounces in.
But what an amazing game, Jeff, by both of these teams today. Kudos to their coaches and players.
Called strike.
This is the kind of championship game you love to see.
It's one for the ages for sure. And knowing it is the final time that Joyce Clark Middle School, where they normally reside. Oh my goodness, that was a ball. This is their last hurrah. Checks her swing low. And that will be ball 4. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Mia will check in with her third base coach before she comes to the batter's box. Two on, 2 out. Nice pitch by Bryland, strike 1. And frames that pitch as the catcher. Unfortunately, the umpire does not go for it. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. So much chatter from the Paul Huber dugout.
Yeah.
They are going crazy in there.
They're sensing victory.
Well, they definitely will have the lead going into the bottom of the 7th, but it is the top of the 7th here. It's a 2-run lead with 2 on and 2 outs. Joyce Clark Middle School will have their backs against the wall And a called strike 3. And we'll see if that momentum will shift into the dugout of Joyce Clark Middle School Coyotes. In the bottom of the 7th, they're down by 2. Paul Huber strands 2, but they get 2 more. It is 9-7. And we have to say thank you to our fantastic sports sponsors, including Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Grasshopper Landscaping, La Sierra Grill Steakhouse, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV, Berean Academy, Stan Greer Millworks, the Ed Morse Automotive Group, ASCU, American Southwest Credit Union, Doggo Lotto, Allo Fiber, Sierra Toyota, and our presenting sponsor all season long, powering our live stream sports coverage, that being Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. It is the bottom of the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7, Mila, stays on the mound to try to close out this game for her team. Her team did the hard work, getting that 2-run lead, the cushion. But now it is up to the Coyotes.
Well, and it's fitting, Jeff, that it's coming down literally to the final inning to win this game for both teams with how they played so far today. So
it has been a tremendous season for both of these teams. Some good encouragement from the players coming in after warming up their fielding teammates, saying, "I believe in you, girls." So, bottom of the 7th, JCMS down by 2. Leave some love in the live chat for whoever you're rooting for. Let us know in the comments section. Say, go Wolves or go Coyotes. The Coyotes and the Wolf Pack facing off. Championship Tuesday here on Cool FM Live. That's called Strike. Ashlyn, who hit that 3-run inside the park home run earlier in this game. A called strike on the outside part of the plate. We know she can swing and we know she can hit it a country mile. The center fielder is way backed up, not letting that ball go over her head again. This is still a very hitter-friendly field. To get it past the infield. Swing and a miss. 1 down. The infield comes in to celebrate with Mila. Emmy, the second baseman for this Joyce Clark Middle School Coyotes team, comes to the plate with 1 out, nobody on. Foul tip off her bat, then off the catcher's mask. Chatter, the song's coming. And hanging in there on that breaking pitch. A good job by Emmy making the adjustment during her at-bat. In the middle of her swing, almost stopping, holding, and then waiting to get a piece of that ball as it slowly came across the plate. But it is a 2-strike count. Fouled away again. Emmy hanging in there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Coyotes are down to their final out here in the bottom of the 7th. Quarter past the 6 o'clock hour in Sierra Vista, adjacent to Hampton Field. Swing and a miss. It's Madison who was involved in that really nasty collision at first base earlier in this game. Gets a piece of it. It lands in for a base hit. Gets away from the right fielder. Madison will take second. They throw into second base. And Madison arrives at second. So the tying run stands at the plate. Number 15, who is not on my roster, unfortunately. Watches that go low and in, ball 1. So Madison got on board with 2 outs. Mila with the windup, the throw. And that's a ground ball to Mila. The throw back over to first in time. The championship goes to Paul Huber. The 2-run cushion their offense gave them in the top of the 7th was enough, more than enough. 1 run would have done it, but they had the 2-run cushion to make it that much more difficult. That higher of a task for Joyce Clark Middle School, as sadly their winning streak and season comes to an end without a championship. But we know there are many, many championships in the future for that young team as they will choose to play for their school in the fall, wherever it be, a Sierra Vista Middle School of some sort or in a high school around the area. Thank you to the umpires who let us come on the field and be a part of broadcasting this game. Thank you to all of our sponsors like La Sierra Grill Steakhouse, Grasshopper Landscaping, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Eagle Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it.
Great job, guys.
Thank you. Duran Plumbing, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, Sierra Toyota, Aloe Fiber, The Doggo Lotto, American Ed Morse Automotive Group, Stan Greer Millworks, Berean Academy, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Seniors Helping Seniors, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, TWN Communications, and this game presented by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, SSVEC, serving our community. Congratulations again to Paul Huber Middle School. You want to go have a word with the coach?
You can do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Well, let me get the,
Here, I can hold this while you make the adjustment. We can go talk to the coach about this team and what they've done. And
I know.
absolutely incredible back and forth game.
there we go. Just
Perfect. I'll go head that way. As we get everything set here to come to the field. The team that won the CMAC. Coach, can we have a word?
Oh God, not me. Sanchez should be here. No.
Come on. I promise these will be easy. I promise these. I'll just toss you some softballs. How about that? Get it?
I'll stand next to you, but you
Get it? Yeah, exactly. Coach, as you see the team here, this was a game that was back and forth the entire afternoon. What was it about the Wolfpack that made them come through in the top of the 7th when they knew they needed to?
I just think they never quit. They never gave up. They knew they needed to back their pitcher up, and you know, they just got it done. I know it was a big moment for us. That's the first time probably in history that we've beat this team. Very happy for them and glad that they fought through it because it was a tough battle.
Let's talk about the other team. They came in with a big winning streak and gave you guys a real run for your money here. What flowers do you have to give to Joyce Clark Middle School?
I give them all the props in the world. This team beat us actually 2 times in the regular season. So we're even surprised at this, at the outcome as well, but they're an amazing team. They're a great team. They're super strong, and we applaud them as well.
Well, but the true applause definitely goes to your team right here, the Wolfpack, inside the circle. There they are, breaking as they head into their dugout. An amazing season. What a way to end it. And knowing your team coming through in the end, bringing the hardware home. You know, I mean, you can't beat that, right?
No, there's absolutely no better feeling. I'm so proud of them. I haven't really been here this season, but, you know, to come out here and watch them do their thing and just have fun and get the win is the greatest thing ever. So
We want to make a shout out to Coach Sanchez.
Yes.
He literally
Hi, Sanch.
does everything for the girls. He's taught me a lot. They've worked together. This is my first year as an assistant coach with him. He's taught me everything I need to know. So shout out to him
I
for
take
this
no
win.
credit. Sanchez gets all the credit. He's an amazing coach, and he brought these girls here, you know, so.
Well, what does it mean for Paul Huber to have this championship, the CMAC championship?
It's a big moment. I mean, I know this is the first one. It's a huge moment for the girls and just for history altogether. Joyce Clark is a great team. We can't take that away from them. Nobody can. We just won the battle today.
You absolutely did. And the CMAC championship is coming home to Douglas.
Yes, it
Paul Huber Middle School ends up winning that middle school softball championship here in the CMAC. Thank you guys. Congratulations for an amazing season. And congratulations to Joyce Clark Middle School for their amazing season as well as they shift over to new schools in the fall. But we know they'll finish out their year strong as well. But Paul Huber did it today. The CMAC championship coming home to Douglas to Paul Huber.
I love Cool FM, by the way.
Aw, so you're the one. I always wondered who that was. That's good. Todd, she's the one who loves Cool
I love
FM.
Cool FM.
Well, high five for you. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing. Congratulations again to Paul Huber Middle School, your 2026 CMAC Middle School softball champions. Safe travels to them as they head back to Douglas. Safe travels to you wherever this game finds you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. Remember, this game will be archived on the Cool FM Live YouTube channel. Please subscribe there and follow along. On behalf of Todd Ryan behind the camera, I'm Jeff Davenport. I am the voice of Arizona, and I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay tuned to Cool FM Live because at the top of the 7 o'clock hour, we will be live over at the Sierra Vista Golf Center for a brand new season of Smashers On starting in about 45 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Congratulations again, Paul Huber Middle School. Have a great night, everybody. We'll check in with you again later on.